Here we are with Street Fighter 6. These are my ranked placement matches with Ryu. So this is from like hour 1 of me playing the beta. So I mean I do get a lot better, but I just wanted to make a Street Fighter 6 video today because 1 week. 1 week. And 1 week until Street Fighter 6. Technically 6 days. For me, I don't see it as a week because if you stay up until the midnight release, technically it's only Thursday night. You don't really have to wait until Friday. So, yeah, Thursday night. So technically 7 days, but I'm gonna say 6 days because I'm gonna definitely be playing it at the midnight release. So yeah, I guess I want to make this video about my hype, but also my severe concerns. I've definitely made some videos about this before, but considering we're only 1 week away, I want to try to combine it all into one. So I just want to say I'm not going to include balance on this list because we don't know what the balance is going to be. If you don't know, the version of the game that we've played, I believe, is from January or December. That's the beta version. So every character in the beta has already been changed. We know this for a fact already. So if you felt that Guile was too OP, which I did feel, he definitely got changed. How he got changed, we don't know. But every character has been changed. The demo version of the game is almost the final build of the game. So you can really feel how different Luke and Ryu are in this new version. And there's even new mechanics that aren't in the beta, such as you can actually perfect parry projectiles, and when you get the perfect parry, you can drive rush off of them. You can drive rush from a perfect parry on a projectile, which is not in the beta version. So you can actually punish a lot of projectiles in the full game. If you perfect parry, you can drive rush before they even throw out another projectile in some cases. You know, you can't really be full screen for that, but that's just an example of how the game has changed from the beta to the full version. So it is not the same game. So I'm not going to be complaining about balance patches. Obviously, I thought that Guile was really strong in the beta. I'm not going to complain about him, though, because I feel like they know that. Because he's been strong since the beta in October. So I feel like they know that. I feel like he's going to get changed. Is the changes going to be enough? We don't know. But let's not worry about balance patches. Let's just talk about what I'm hype about, what I'm concerned about. So, what I'm hype about, I don't feel like there's much to say because, I mean, everybody knows why you should be hype. You know, the game is perfect. It's the start of the PS5 generation of fighting games. Even though the game is on PS4, it's the start of the PS5 generation. From what I played in the beta, if you have not played the beta, I don't know why, but if you haven't, as someone who has played every single Street Fighter game, I haven't competed in them. I haven't played them competitively. I'm going to play this game competitively. But as someone who has played every single Street Fighter game, I think this is the best one. My favorite before this was Thirdstrike. But it's very hard to go back to any other Street Fighter game for me personally. Going back to Street Fighter V is just not possible. For me, I'll only go back to other games if I just want to, you know, relive them. But to actually play the other games, I just don't, it's really hard for me to do that. After playing this beta for 30 hours, I mean, I played this beta for so long. Yeah. Well, I mean, I played the demo for 12 and the beta, you know what I mean. I played this game for 30 hours and it's not even out, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I'm very excited for it. And yeah, I mean, the game is going to have quite possibly the best story mode out of any fighting game. Because if you don't know, the story mode for this game is not watch a cutscene, fight a guy, watch a cutscene, fight a guy. That's how the story was in Street Fighter V, and that's how the story is in like Mortal Kombat games or Tekken games. Even though Tekken has a little bit of variety added, for the most part, it's just watch cutscene, fight guy. In this game, it's not. You can actually get to make your own character. You can customize their moves with every Street Fighter character, and then you can literally explore the entire Street Fighter world. And you know, you can have street fights. You can. There's a bunch of stuff. You know, it's an actual game. It's not just a movie with some fights added to it, like every other fighting game story mode is for the most part. It's an actual, full-on game. How good is that game gonna be? We don't know. It could be, you know, I mean, for example, one of the worst fighting game story modes, no, probably the worst fighting game story mode I've ever played was Dragonballfighterz. That's all I gotta say. So, you know, maybe this game has a bad story mode. Even if it does, though, the created characters will be fun. That's for sure. So, yeah. Overall, and let's say the story mode is bad. Even if it's bad, it has content. Like it's not just a little tiny mode. It's just filled with content. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm convinced that this game is like on an objective scale. Like someone that's not a fighting game player, I have a feeling this game is going to be a strong 9 or a 10 out of 10. That's how I feel about this game. If this game scores a 10 out of 10 on review outlets, I mean, I already feel this way, but this will confirm that Capcom is the greatest game developer of all time. Because for me personally, the game is a 10 out of 10 already, yes. But I'm a fighting game player, you know, I play these games. If casual players are saying this game is a 9 or a 10 out of 10, Capcom just cannot miss. They literally, their games are just straight up the funnest games, absolute masterpieces every single time. And if they manage to do it with a fighting game that's been around for like over 30 years, yeah, no, it's GG's. It's literally GG's. But we'll see. I actually don't know when reviews are coming in. I feel like reviews should be in by Monday, right? The game's coming out Friday. I don't know how it's going to work. But rest assured, if you have any interest in Street Fighter, you will get your money's worth. I mean, the game is only $60 too. It's not even $70, which Capcom is really good at not raising their prices, even though their games are better than any $70 game I have ever played. So, anyways, yeah, I mean, the hype is pretty obvious, right? Everyone knows why you should be excited for this game. But I am someone who has a strong feeling towards certain games. Number one, for example, sports games. I've never bought a sports game. I never will, right? I mean, literally, if you came to me and you said, yo, sports games are just a way to money launder legally, I would believe it. They're literally pieces of trash games, same thing every year, with so many microtransactions, and they make so much money because there's so many idiots that buy them, right? So, you know, I've never bought one, I never will, and I have to be fair, right? I can't be a hypocrite. So, what I'm trying to say is, the thing that I think no one is talking about and everybody should be worried about is the monetization for this game. Because Street Fighter V had some pretty scummy monetization. And we don't know how the monetization works for this game, but we do know is that the method that they're going is similar to Street Fighter V. We don't know how they're going to handle it, but we do know that they're going the Street Fighter V route. So, if you don't know, this game is $60, right? The season pass for this game is about $25. Okay. So what's the problem then, right? If you don't know, $25 for a fighting game season pass is actually cheaper than most fighting games, believe it or not. So, and I do want to clarify, it's only 4 characters in the season pass. However, if you think only 4 characters is a problem, then you literally just haven't even played the game, because this game, the quality of characters in this game is higher than any fighting game I've ever played, right? Because in this game, for example, look at Ryu. Ryu has every single move he's ever had, and then they gave him like 2 or 3 new moves. They gave him like a new move and a new super. He has every single move he's ever had, ever. Even Denjin. Yeah, he's completely decked out. And this is not just a Ryu thing. This applies to Ken. Ken has every move he's ever had. And he has a few added on as well. This is everything. Everybody has so many moves, it's insane. This game easily has like double or triple the amount of moves that Street Fighter V had, maybe even Street Fighter 4. No, it definitely has more moves than Street Fighter 4. I don't know if it has triple the more moves, but it probably has like close to double. Every character is just packed. That's what I'm saying. Every character is packed. This is not just my opinion. You can ask anybody that actually plays Street Fighter. Yeah, the characters in this game can do more than they could ever do before. So I understand why there's only 4 characters in the first season pass. So yeah, $25 for 4 characters. Not terrible. But see, this is where we get to the problem. So I don't know the price of this seat. Well, actually, hold on. Let me go check. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna fact check this. So the game is $60, and the game with the DLC is $25. Or the game with the DLC is $25 more. So the base game is $60. The deluxe edition is $85. Now, the deluxe edition could be $85 because it's saving you money on the season pass. So maybe the season pass is not $25, maybe it's $30, right? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's say the season pass is $25, right? There is another edition of the game that costs $105, meaning there's a season pass that costs $25, or you can buy the premium season pass that costs $45. $45. And we don't even know if it's discounted. It could be $50. $50 for a season pass. The game is $60. You're getting 18 characters, the biggest story mode ever. You know, the most content that I've ever seen in a fighting game ever. For $60. And they're gonna sell you a season pass that's $45. Nobody is talking about this. I've not seen a single YouTuber talk about this. And yeah, I talk bad about sports games, EA games, whatever, because they're complete garbage. But the one thing that I'm not gonna ignore is when the game that I like, it looks like they're starting to take that path. How is 4 characters $15 less than the whole game? Something ain't right there. Something's a little fishy there. So what's that about? I don't know. And if you're probably wondering, what's the difference between the season pass and the premium season pass? Premium season pass is the same exact thing, except you get all the extra stages and costumes. So yeah, the fact that you're paying $25 for 4 characters isn't enough. You have to pay $45 if you want the stages and the costumes. Here's the thing though. We do know that there is a currency in the game that allows you to earn stages, characters, and costumes for free. You can actually grind it out and get them for free. However, In Street Fighter V, it was fake. It was a decoy, you know. You would have, if you wanted to get every single, and I can promise you this right now, if you have 1,000 hours on Street Fighter V, that's not even enough to get 10 characters. Maybe you can get 10 characters with 1,000 hours. And if you don't know, there were like 30 DLC characters in that game. You wouldn't be able to get any of their costumes, you wouldn't be able to get any of their stages, you can probably just get the 10 characters themselves. It's a grind. If you want to do it, you can, but it's not a fair grind at all. You know, they advertise it, oh, a way to earn things for free. You know, that's how they advertise it, but it's really not free. It's just an unhealthy amount of playing the game. We do know that Street Fighter 6 also has this system, but we don't know if it is, we don't know how bad it is in this game. We don't know if it's actually worth trying to grind characters or if you're better off just buying them. And on top of all of this, in Street Fighter V, you could not share your DLC with other accounts. Let's say you have 2 accounts. If you paid $60 for the season pass, or how much is it, $45 for the season pass, and you went on your other account, you would have to re-buy it. You could not game share your own DLC with yourself. This is the only game I've ever seen this for, ever in my whole life. And I'm talking about Street Fighter V, by the way, that this is the case in Street Fighter V. So, will that be the case in this game? They haven't clarified it. We'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I'm going to have more Street Fighter 6 videos in the week before the game comes out, maybe 1 or 2. So, you know, like, subscribe, and yeah, just be wary. Don't worry, the game is going to be worth $60. It's just that afterwards, is the DLC going to be disgusting? I'm a little worried about that, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it and act like that's not what is happening. Anyways, peace.